Imagine a world where AI doesn't just follow instructions, but makes its own decisions and takes initiative. That's what Agentic AI is all about. And our next speaker, Omar Sedeek, AI and data faculty at Deloitte, will walk us through why this innovation matters. This talk, Agentic AI and what it is and why it matters, will uncover the capabilities and potential impact of AI that operates independently to solve the complex problems. Please welcome Mr. Omar Sedeek.
Okay, hello. I'm Omar Sedeek, AI lead at Deloitte, and I will be speaking today about Agentic AI. First, a show of hands. I think, no, I will skip the first one. Who interacted with an LLM? No need. Who has interacted or heard of agents, as in AI agents? Nice. No need for the session, I guess. Okay, so first thing, let's walk through the agenda. We will see what AI agents are. It is not an easy question to answer what they are. The definition, it is a very, very changing field as of now. And after that, we will talk about what are the main components within an AI agent. And also, we will talk about some use cases, what are multi-AI agents. And after that, that is the interesting part for me, is how to give the agents tools and arms and wings to do different, all sorts of stuff. That is where MCP comes. Yeah. First, what AI agents have in addition to what the normal capabilities of LLM have? So LLMs are in its base, it is a text completion model. It is very good at doing that, but it is a text completion. It is a language model. So what if we can give it more tools, and other than just completing text or generating content, what if we can make it reason, we can make it do tasks, we can make it solve complex problem to help us. So I will start by a case from my side, and I will ask you about a case in HR, if you were, yeah. So I work with code all of the time, me and my team. So what if I have a companion? Let's think of the agent as a person. He is a companion. He is a colleague of ours that can handle basic tasks within coding, for example. So we are writing code. We are planning what we are going to do to tackle a specific problem using code. And this planning phase, we can ask as a companion to help us with it, okay? We wrote a code. Now there are some, whoever writes code, please raise their hands, okay? So documentation is never an easy task. It is a very boring task. It is very important, but I hate it. So why not have an AI agent or a companion help me with the documentation, which is very important, but it can be automated somehow. After that, let's increase the coverage of our code base with test cases. Why not have my companion help me with generating the test cases in order to have coverage and to build confidence in my solution? After that, deployment. Why not the companion have the capabilities based on a large language model, and it has the tools to facilitate the deployment phase, and also maybe monitoring. That is for me, at least. So I want to ask you a question. In HR, let's think of a normal process that happens every day. Let's break it down and see whether if can be a companion that can help us across all these stages in a normal HR process.
A normal HR process.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you this. My AI companion will say, oh, my AI companion will say, good morning, boss. Do you want to hire someone today? I'll say yes. He will ask, what is the title? I will say, I want to hire AI engineer. He will tell me what is the job description. I'll give him an idea. He's going, and then the agent will take it from here and will get to the job description, the reporting lines, the department, will make the analysis of the rest of
The CV.
Job descriptions first, and then the information in the data of the employees, and then we'll scan the available profiles on LinkedIn, and we will nominate a list of smart people who can fit in this position. Actually, we will contact them and ask them to send their video introduction about themselves, and we'll run the interview and we'll analyze their facial expressions, and then we'll list them and give me the short list of 3, and he'll tell me this two live nearby here, and actually they like to work in morning time, so they will fit with the time of the organization. Then you can hire them.
Nice. Yeah.
What do you think?
That is a perfectly good idea for a new business, by the way, if anyone wants to jump on this. So yeah, so through this, the agent have resources. It is either a description or a past interactions or past hiring records. Also, it has tools to go to search in the internet. It has a multimodal aspect. It can analyze not only text, but also videos, like you said. And human interaction. Yeah, and at the end, it can take action. It can run by you. These are the shortlisted ones. Okay, this one is fine. Go ahead and maybe contact them right away, or maybe also suggest a proper offer, maybe. Yeah, so that is the case. Chances are in each and every one life, there is a process that we can have a companion like this that help us streamline the process. If there is a companion like this, just rough estimates, what is the percentage of hours it could cut within the normal. So let's say the process takes 1 week. If there is a companion like this, would it make it a lot shorter, or?
Of course, when we think of it, if we have 3 recruiters working on this process for 1 week, it's of course longer. So it's 8 hours in 3, multiplied by 3, multiplied by 8, by 7 days. So it's 120 hours.
That is.
That is the
Yeah.
efficiency that the AI agent will do.
Yeah, that is a lot of manpower saved, cost saved, and also efficiency in the process itself. Maybe it can eliminate biases within HR. So maybe the agent, maybe the human have some biases. Maybe the agent can overcome these biases.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah. Okay. So we said that traditional LLMs, it is a text generation. So let's give it tools. Let's give it reasoning capabilities in order to do more and take action, not just to generate, but let's break down complex problem and to take action to streamline any process. Okay. We talked about streamlining complex process. Also improving decision making, which, let's say, any type of decision. If I were to take a decision in any kind, I will see past data. I will see past interaction, like the case you presented. I will search the internet. I will do some research. Still, this could benefit a lot from AI agents. Also boost productivity. Like I said, I code a lot. My team codes a lot. And instead of spending much time in tedious tasks, why not focus on the creativity part? So I focus on how to add value to the client, how to improve a specific workflow, instead of wasting lots of time on documentation. So I hate documentation, guys. Yeah. But it is for students, it is extremely important. Yeah, definitely. So, okay. So in order to go from an LLM to an AI agent, we have some components that play a role on leveraging LLM to make them AI agents. So the components are, we add a reasoning capability to the LLM. So it is the same flow. LLM takes an input or a prompt from the user, okay? Still, we will take a prompt. In your case, we want to hire an AI engineer, and our companion knows what it should do. So the reasoning, it will break down the task. So I need to do that. I need to search LinkedIn. I need to see previous hiring. I need to check emails, maybe corresponding with previous candidates. So that is the reasoning aspect. I will plan. So I will take actions. So what actions should I take first? Should I do that, do this, do this? So there is a planning aspect to the AI agent. Memory. It is not every interaction a new interaction. So whenever you, for example, chat with GPT, it knows the past history. So you can continue speaking on a specific task. So it knows the previous interaction, and not only the chat history, but also past email, past hiring, for the example of an HR, past hiring instance. All of this is accessible through a memory. So there is a memory component to AI agent. This is a very, very important part. This is what gives the AI agent its wings. So tools. AI agent can have tools that searches the internet. It can book a flight. It can do practically a lot of things. We will have a boss in a couple of slides to see readily available tools that you can plug into your AI agent, readily available tool. It is across all industry and across all of use cases. We will get to that. Enough of the definitions. Let's have a concrete example. So the user, I have an AI agent that helps in booking flights, okay? So the user asks the agent, I want to book a flight from New York to Paris next week. So remember the reasoning component. In the back of the mind of the AI agent, it says that the user wants to book a flight, so I will try to figure out what are the constraints. He wanted next week, and he wanted from New York to Paris. Is it one-way flight? Is it a two-way flight? So it reasons what the user wants. Second, it does planning. So in order to achieve the objective, what should I do? It could say that first I need to query flight availability, to use some tool to check what are the available flights within these constraints or parameters. Then I need to compare prices, because with the past interaction with a specific user, maybe the goal is to have the cheapest flight or the easiest flight. So that is dependent on the user himself. So that could be part of the planning. And then I can present options to the user. Memory. So as I said, I also have access to this specific user post booking flights. So I know his preferences. I know what airplane companies he prefers, what seats he prefers. Is he an aisle person or a window person? So I know all of that. So all of this help me get to the objective in a better way. Tool invocation. So I need the LLM, the base, needs to have a way, a programmatic way to get flight information. So ideally, there is an API that can help us do that. Also to search flights, there is an API to do all of this. So this is the tools. All of these will help achieve the objective, which is to help the user to book a flight from New York to Paris. Maybe the outcome is you have these options. If I select an option, I go ahead and use another tool to actually book the flight. That is an example of AI agent and its core components. Okay. Example use cases of AI agents that I think we stumbled upon in our normal life. Show of hands, anyone heard of Copilot, either Microsoft's or GitHub? That is an agent. Anyone heard of Cursor? Yeah. Okay, so Cursor is an IDE for non-programming person. IDE is where you write your code and you have your environment and everything. But it is an agent. It can see your code and each file and the structure of the project. And it can help you and search the internet, do a lot of them. That is an AI agent. Customer service and e-commerce. It just came into my mind. I didn't include it, but I heard there is an AI agent in the US that works in a real estate. So he is selling real estate. And he was outperforming humans in sale by a very, very large margin. It just came into my mind. I didn't include the details. But yeah, imagine a customer service agent. He is an AI agent. And also, there are some companies that give you the ability to create a twin from your actual agent with his voice, with his way of speaking, with his enthusiasm, and have a digital twin. It is not actually the term digital twin, but a twin that is an AI agent. But this way, you have an agent available 24 hours. Actually, not 24 hours. You can have 50 copies of them. So actually, it is 24 times 50. So that is happening. Okay. Why stop at one agent? So I have an agent that can book flights. Why not have another agent that maybe do a lot of stuff? So let's go back to the coding thing. So why not have an agent for each phase of software engineering? So you have the software engineering lifecycle. Start with design and planning, then development, then testing, whatever. Why not have an agent for each process? Why not? So yeah, and each agent has its reasoning, has its tools to give it the ability to achieve its objective. Okay, we'll not delve deep into this, but this is how you can position the multiple agents that you have. If you are in a software development and decided to use a waterfall approach, then maybe you can have a sequential system where first you have the planning agent, then the development, and so on and so forth. The second and third one are the most commonly used, a hierarchical system, where you have an agent. It is like the manager of agents. So he gets the task, he knows what agents available at his disposal, and he direct or orchestrate the tasks between agents. So that is a widely used architecture. Hybrid system combines both the sequential and the hierarchical, and also parallel system. If you have tasks that can run in parallel, they are not dependent on any other step before that. So you have this as well. Okay, before going to MCP. Okay, so that is all good, and we can let our imagination go in the possibilities that AI agent can achieve. But for the book flight, for example, book flight AI agent, we talked about we will make the agent go and search the internet or use a specific API to search flights with specific parameters. That is a little bit easier said than done, because you need to write a code to do this specific task. And I need to maintain this code. What if the API specification changed? I need to go and change it. Enters MCP. MCP are, I forgot the abbreviation. Yeah, it is, what? I forgot, guys. MCP. Okay, but it is model context protocol. Yeah. The emphasis on protocol. What if we have a unified protocol for any type of tool that we can give to an agent to help it do its job? A unified way. So, like protocol, like HTTP, before the internet and the early stages, HTTP is a common way that anyone across the internet can communicate with each other. What if we have something like that for agents? Okay, so I need to book a flight. If there is an MCP server available to book a flight, I can just plug it and play. What if I am booking a hotel? What if booking itself has an MCP server available for me to use? It is plug and play. The capabilities are limitless. Limitless. So here is the opportunity. So the standard protocol, a unified way. This way I don't have to write the glue code, and it is a plug and play. I can just spend my time browsing MCP servers available and just imagine. The sky is the limit of what tools I can give to my AI agent to do anything. So that brings us to the website. I just wanted to give you an idea about what are MCP servers available out there that are at your disposal as of now. Take your time. Okay. So this is the GitHub for the protocol, and it has a list, each and every one of this, a possible tool that you can use in your AI agent. Google Maps, Google Drive, name it, you will find it. You have a SQL database. GitHub just created their MCP. So you have GitHub. You want your agent to have access to GitHub. It is already there. You are not writing glue code. You are using the protocol to communicate with it. Slack, SQLite, Time. Don't know what is that, but I believe it is helpful. Chroma, Elasticsearch for text things. And let's go a little bit down. Airbnb. Let's create an agent that optimizes the Airbnb booking. It is there. You can use it. Airflow. Just here, AWS, you are working on cloud, and you want an agent to handle some AI cloud shores. You have it there. As I said, sky is the limit.
Everyone's ready.
Yeah, it is ready at our disposal, and literally, the sky is the limit. What if you want to create a server? There is a way. So you have your data, you have an asset, a data asset, and you want to expose it and make it available to the public. You can create your MCP server. And it is not all the fancy stuff. There are MCP servers for accessing even local files. So I want my AI agent to access local file. I can write the code, the glue code to do that. Why? There is an MCP server for that. Okay. I know it makes us very lazy, but I love it. Yeah. Can we go visual? Okay. طب closing remark, two last slides. Because the integration part is very, very important to me. Let's skip, of course. Enters A to A, agent to agent. Just to give you an example of how fast things are going, this was just out by Google 3 days ago.
Whoa.
Okay.
It's done already.
Yeah, but it is very, very, the field is moving very fast. So you have your AI agent using MCP to access tools. What about communication between an AI agent and AI agent? Enters the agent-to-agent protocol by Google. Also, another thing for integration and making things available, some company introduced a file format to save an AI agent. You can do that. Okay.
To work back, I read about the expectation that it's going to be like after 1 year. You told me it's 3 days ago.
The A to, yeah, literally, it is on the 9th of this month. Google, yeah, definitely.
So you can A2A is like a format, so you can continue from where you left last time, like opening the config file to share the last state you have left to agent on.
Let's say that you have an agent that did the first task, and you want to continue in another agent. You use this, A2A.
Or share the state with another.
Share the state. That is exactly what the A2A, part of the A2A thing is, to share the state or the context across agent in a consistent manner, in a protocol. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, last thing. So here you have your MCP clients. Each one of this is a tool. Let's say this is Google Drive. This is GitHub. This is whatever. And this is, all of this is an agent. And now you have another agent. You want to communicate with it. Hence, enters the A2A protocol. And I think we don't have time, and that's it. And thanks for your attention.